Ever wondered why relationships tend to hit rough patches even when everything seems perfect? Today, we're diving into the world of common relationship mistakes. It's crucial to address these because, let's face it, we all make mistakes. They're part of the learning process in life and love. But here's the silver lining. Understanding these common blunders can act as your personal roadmap. With the right knowledge, you can navigate your way through these common pitfalls. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, share with your friends, and comment on what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Your interaction and input mold our content. Your feedback shapes the content we create, so make sure to let us know what you think. Mistake number 1, a lack of communication. Picture this, 2 people sharing their lives together, yet they're as distant as strangers. Why? Because they're not really speaking to each other. Sure, they talk about the weather, their day, the latest TV show. But what about their feelings, their dreams, their fears? These deeper conversations are often left untouched. This lack of communication can lead to misunderstandings, fostering suspicion and resentment. Suddenly, an offhand comment becomes a hidden insult. A small issue escalates into a full-blown argument. Now, imagine instead a relationship where open and honest communication is the norm. Each person feels heard and understood. They share their innermost thoughts without fear of judgment. This openness creates a bond of trust, fostering a deeper connection. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Remember, a relationship thrives on honesty and transparency. The second mistake to avoid is neglecting self-care. Now, what do we mean by self-care? It's not just about bubble baths and face masks, though those can be part of it. Self-care is about taking time to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about recognizing your needs and taking steps to meet them. In the context of a relationship, it's easy to lose yourself in the needs of your partner. While it's important to support them, it's equally important to prioritize your own well-being. When we neglect self-care, we can end up feeling depleted, resentful, and even burnt out. Not taking time for self-care can also create an unhealthy dynamic, where one person is always giving and the other is always receiving. This imbalance can lead to resentment and conflict. So remember, self-care is not an indulgence, it's a necessity. It's about maintaining your own health and happiness so that you can be the best partner you can be. Self-care is not selfish. It's necessary for a healthy relationship. The third and final mistake we're covering today is setting unrealistic expectations. This is a pitfall many of us fall into. We create a mental image of how we want our partners to be, how they should behave, even how they should think. But remember, they're not characters in a story we're writing. They're real people with their own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment, and that can put a strain on any relationship. When we expect too much, we're setting ourselves up for failure. It's like hoping for a rainbow without any rain. It's just not the way things work. So, how can we set realistic and healthy expectations? Well, it starts with understanding that everyone is unique and no one is perfect. We need to appreciate our partners for who they are, not who we want them to be. It's about accepting their strengths and weaknesses, just as we hope they'll accept ours. Another important part of setting realistic expectations is communication. It's crucial to talk about what we expect from each other, to understand and respect each other's boundaries. Remember, every relationship is a two-way street, and it's all about balance. Healthy expectations lead to healthier relationships. In conclusion, relationships are complex, but understanding common mistakes can help navigate through them. We've journeyed through a myriad of common pitfalls that can trip up even the most dedicated of couples. First, we explored the dangers of poor communication, where unspoken thoughts and feelings can build up into an emotional mountain. Next, we delved into the importance of self-care, reminding us that we can't pour from an empty cup. We need to take care of ourselves before we can take care of others. Lastly, we highlighted the perils of unrealistic expectations, a trap that can lead to disappointment and resentment. It's essential to remember that we are all human, with our own strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. Take a moment to reflect on these points within your own relationships. Are there areas where you could improve? Remember, understanding and avoiding these common mistakes can lead to healthier and happier relationships. Thanks for watching. Before we wrap up, we'd like to take a moment to remind you of how much your support means to us. This channel thrives on your engagement and your willingness to share these insights with your friends and loved ones. If you found this video helpful and think it could benefit others, don't hesitate to hit that like button and share it. Your support helps us continue creating content aimed at helping you navigate the complexities of relationships. Thanks again for being a part of our community. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, to stay updated with all our latest content. Your journey towards healthier and happier relationships is important to us. Thanks for watching.